Okay, I'm going to start the second half, or second set of mine anyway, by reading a couple of poems from a new book called Time for Song, which is a collection of poems by Cornish poets, or by poets like myself. I've had a long association with Cornwall. I've been going down there to read at festivals in St Ives and in the area for many years. And so, the book is available. The poems are going to be read. This first one is also about somebody who's not with us any longer. And when I went to St Ives, I went on a walk from St Ives to Zena for a few pints in the Tinner's Arms. And as you walk up the hills that take you out of St Ives, you come to a beautiful green sward with a wooden bench looking out over the Atlantic. And on this bench there's a brass inscription which says, "In loving memory of Bridget Inglis." I don't know who Bridget Inglis was, but I think it's a lovely way to be remembered, to have people just come and sit on you and eat their sandwiches. So, here with eyes you cannot borrow, walkers rest on your weathered frame, the smooth hill on which you stand, as green as memories kept your name, high enough, safe enough, from the boiling down below. Sometimes a tired walker sleeps the length of you, eyes blinking out the Atlantic sun. Your peopled neighbour polishes its bistros before evening comes. Those who sleep with you now cannot enter the woman remembrance loves. They envy your quietude, yet breathe. They match your footstep shadow with their own. This still you are, still not alone. This is a poem. Having gone to Cornwall many times, I started to become interested in the history of the industry, the fishing and the tin mining. And if you go to Port Leven, you can see evidence of how the tin mines went right under the sea and out into the sea. And Port Leven is also a spot where fishermen go out to work as well. And it occurred to me that there were these two exploited groups of Cornish workers separated by very little, even physically, in the elements in which they worked. So this is called Two Sides of the Coin. Stood high on Port Leven cliffs, disused shafts raised like fingers on a fist, once capable of plumbing cruel depths, taking men under sea, coaxing tin from reluctant earth. Not just men, but boys descended those precarious steps, pasty in a towel, bottle of cold tea, blinking away memories of sun, sparkling on the morning sea, toiling all day, returning to sleep exhausted nightmares of death by tunnel flooding, the only warning a terrible crack before the roof caves in, and along with lives snuffed out, the candle of profit flickers, not long enough to shelter doubt. By Port Leven Bay, a simple cross reminds of mariners who perished fishing out this way, driven deep to let their bones rest, feet above the miner's daily living death, separated by so little, united by so much, uncommon cruelty with a common touch, were these workers in Cornish industry, scraping either side the silver coin of sea. This is also a new poem. I won't explain anything about it except to tell you the title. It's called Dragon Cans. They say Columbia discovered America, but what about the people who already lived there? Hadn't they discovered it? Or maybe it was the dinosaurs. They turned up, hungry for vegetarian nibbles, a little bottom heavy, wondering if God had the design wrong. Way before dinos, there were dragonflies. They discovered America 350 million years ago, hanging out in lakes, thinking, where the fuck are we? Is this America? Columbus was a Johnny-come-lately, opening a string of tapas bars, making sure his troops had enough jamon. Just another imperialist running dog lackey, as Mao would say. Then there's that Portuguese geezer, Amerigo, after whom America is named. But why? What had the natives done to deserve him with his sickly port and his twangy fado music? For my money, the dragonflies discovered America. Each body a biological triumph of flight, long before the Wright brothers came along. So, let's have no more Americans. Let's have dragon cans, hovering and flying, bigger, better and faster than any other insect. They'll give spiderfly and superfly a run for their money. And as for that pretender dude Columbus, forget him. He's no wise guy, he's toast. I come from Ireland originally, and or my parents do anyway, and this is about the sort of dance you still find in Ireland at weddings and other social occasions in the countryside, where everyone from 16 to 90 turns up, and whatever you do, you can't be a wallflower, because if you try and stay out of the dance, someone will get you to put your pint of Guinness down and drag you out onto the floor. And this is called Dancing at Tullamore. Tullamore is in County Offaly in the Midlands. You lift me two-handed into the music, slip your teenage arms into mine. Come on, you say. Through your rose-pink blouse I feel the warmth of you, your moistness from dancing. You shake your dark hair, raise our hands in arrow formation. My left hand dwarfs your right. I tell you, you've picked the clumsiest dancer in Tullamore. Scream if I tread on your toes. Ah, go on, you laugh, and spin me round the floor, arm's length, head back, eyes sparkling. I begin to see that this is what enjoyment is like. This is where movement begins, words end. I watch you trip back to your boyfriend, pick up your drink. He puts two arms around you. You lean into the smoke, listening, whispering, duty done, an old man made happier